Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Stevenson and I'm from an organization called Simply Outrageous Youth. I'm a wife and I'm also a mom of an energetic and very curious 3-year-old boy. So today I just wanted to do a quick video. I wanted to share with you 6 strategies, 6 read aloud strategies to make books come alive to your child. My son is 3, but he was reading at 21 months. And these are just some of the strategies that I incorporated, and I'll probably do a video about that showing you how he was reading at that age and exactly what I did. So let's get started. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here so you can see my blog posts. And I'm going to move myself up. So as you can see here, it's called Read Aloud Strategies and How to Make Books Come Alive for Kids. So the first strategy here is you want to pick books that interest your child. And what this requires of you is that you will need to observe your child and see what they like to play with, see what they like to do in their spare time, what type of TV shows do they like, what interests them when they're out in the world, what are they looking at, what are they commenting on, and you want to provide them with books that coincide with those interests. And that way they will probably sit down and read books because it's something that they're interested in. The other thing you want to do is let them choose their own books. My son and I, we go to the library about once a week, and I'll just let him peruse the shelves and pick out his own books. Or if he has a topic in mind that he wants to read about, we will go to the computer, look it up, and we'll get books on that subject. Or sometimes, we'll just grab a bunch of books, look through them, and see which ones he wants to read, and we'll check them out. And also, we'll do that same thing at bookstores too. Third thing you want to do is you want to change your voices for different characters. So if I'm reading a male character, I will lower my voice. If I'm reading a character like a lion or a monster, I might growl or roar, or I'll have a raspy voice. If I'm reading a character who's very small, I might have like a voice where it's teeny tiny. So you just want to make those characters come alive through your voice. The other thing is you want to emphasize emotions and actions. So if a book says the character hopped or jumped, I might get up in the middle of the book and jump, and then my son is behind me doing the same thing. What this does, it just shows my son that reading has meaning, those words have meanings, and I'm making those connections. Also, if a character is sad, you might want to have a sad voice, or if they're really scared, you might have a shiver in your voice. And also, another thing you could do is if there's a lot of colorful pictures in the book, you want to point out those pictures. Or if you see something that might interest your child, like if there's a car there, you might want to point out the car and say, is it going fast, or do you think it's going slow? So, you just want to look at the book as a whole and really involve your child in the process of reading. The last thing you want to do is you want to ask your child for predictions. So a lot of times if my son is interested in a book, he wants to get to the end of the book and see how the characters solve their problem. And but before we do that, I try to just ask him, what do you think will happen? What do you think the character will do next? Or how do you think he'll solve the problem? And if he doesn't know, I might offer my predictions, and then he may say something. Or if not, if he wants to just get to the end, that does happen a lot. I don't worry about it if he doesn't want to give me a prediction. I'm just happy that he's interested in reading. The other thing you want to do is just listen to audiobooks. And audiobooks are very good because usually the narrators of these children's books, they're professionals. They know how to bring the characters alive in their voices. They know how to emphasize certain words or certain emotions that the characters are feeling. So I learned a lot from them. And then a lot of times the music in the background helps set the mood. And another thing that you could do with audiobooks is if you play them at home, while it's playing, you and your child could act out the book. So that's a really fun activity just to bring books alive to kids. I have a bonus tip for you is Adrienne here. I'm going to link her information or her YouTube video at the bottom of this video, but she has a video about how to get toddlers to sit and read with you, and she's actually reading a book to the audience, and she's just showing you how to point out characters or point out different colors or make sound effects. Like if it's a train, she might say choo choo, or she might make the book rock if she's talking about like a rocking boat or something that's rocking in the story. So I've learned a lot from her as well. And I also just wanted to show you some bonuses that we have on our website. So I'm going to move myself down here. I might have to move myself again. But our website is called simplyoutrageousyouth.org. And we have a soy library. Soy stands for Simply Outrageous Youth. If you click here, you'll come to our page, and it gives you just a little snippet about our resource library, but basically it just has some fun accelerated learning tips in there. One of the things that we have in there is 30 ways to make your home literacy rich. We have some art projects that you can do with multiplication. We have some leadership tips for kids. So, and it's updated weekly. So we have a lot of great tips and tools in there. But if you fill out this form here, we will send you an email with a password. And once you get the password, we'll send you this link here, and you can enter your password and you'll have access to that library. Also, I'm going to move myself up here. If you scroll here, you'll see that we have a free alphabet course here. And you see there's over 100 tips and activities on how to teach the alphabet in a fun way. And if your child already knows the alphabet, that's good. You can also, still take this course. It talks about in-depth learning. It talks about how to teach to your child's learning style and what to do if they don't want to learn about a certain subject. And the reason why you can still use it is because these tips are universal to fun learning for kids. And it's a really good course. Just try it out, and you will see teaching in a different way. Just kind of change your mindset about how you teach your child certain things. So this is the end of our video. I hope these strategies and bonuses were helpful. And just thank you for watching. Have a great day.